Hey, how's it going guys? It's Mav. Today, we're gonna be doing a game review, diving into the world of Vexx, a game that's less known than my track record for bullying Discord moderators in a 20-year-old video game. The year is 2003. The world is still reeling from the shock that yes, The Matrix did indeed have sequels. Also, a little prank by Osama bin Laden. Amidst this chaos, Acclaim Entertainment decides to drop Vexx, a platformer that looked at Super Mario 64 and said, yeah, I can do that, but edgier. Nothing more fitting for a recently post-9/11 world. You play as Vexx, a Valdani, which is right on the uncomfortable border of a wolf fursona and an original character race.
I hate my life.
Vexx is a dark and angry little guy with a lot of emotional problems. We have a tall, goth mommy, Rhea, to narrate the story a bit at the beginning of the game to distract us from how vague everything is. Vexx is on a quest to save the world, sort of. Dark Yabu, leader of the Somali pirates, killed Vexx's grandfather and enslaved his people. Then, Vexx found some spiky gloves dipped in superglue and blew up everyone he knew and loved immediately afterwards. You get woken up by an old coot named Darby in the first level, telling you to steal hearts. Darby also has the ability to talk to you when you're nowhere near him like a Star Fox character.
I can feel my organs melting!
He provides no explanation as to how he can do this. Vexx literally looks down and acknowledges the text box. Our main character blindly trusts a stranger to assist him on his quest for revenge. This will certainly not go wrong later. We have to find 60 Wraith Hearts to go into the Shadow Realm so we can finally take vengeance and take Yabu's Egyptian God card. If that isn't exactly concrete enough, that's because we don't have a lot of information. So are the 9 worlds supposed to be one big world? Some of them look like they don't have anything to do with each other. How are people supposed to live here? The game throws you into a universe that's a visual buffet. Some worlds are a little similar, while others are so drastically different, it feels like you're playing an entirely different game world to world. There's one world where you're running around a giant house like a rat, trying to avoid Princess, the family pit bull that's scheduled to be put down, and is desperately looking for something to murder before that happens. Then, one of the next levels, Saudi Arabia. I have no idea what's happening.
Why are we here?
Some of the levels also include minigames which are against Vexx's own dark egos. These minigames consist of step on tile, collect coin but hole in the middle, and step on tile. Very innovative. Platforming in Vexx is like teaching a Discord moderator not to be a pedophile. It's functional for the most part, but there's still a lot of minor complaints. The controls feel tight, but sometimes Vexx moves like he's on an oil spill, and other times moves like he's taped to the floor. There are a lot of levels where you can straight up break the sequence and get the Wraith Hearts in unintended ways. Oh, and the camera controls are all inverted. And even if you somehow manage to get the camera to point where you want it to, it will immediately snap back to the worst possible camera angle. How are you supposed to lose lives in this game otherwise? Then there's the combat. Vexx has these oversized gauntlets that are actually incredibly satisfying to hit shit with. The sound effects are very weighty, and it really feels like I'm slashing this fucked up pig thing as hard as I can. You can slash, kick, and do some aerial moves that spit directly in the face of Isaac Newton. My favorite thing to do is this combo. That's good shit right there. It's also very satisfying to kickflip juggle. You can also do a ground pound, but instead of practicing for one man, one jar like Mario, you shoot a fat Kamehameha wave at the ground. The enemies are as varied as your average Bethesda environment. Not very. But the boss is, oh boy, that is one thick-ass boy. I feel uncomfortable pounding his ass every time I see this dude, and unfortunately, this is twice a playthrough. Oh, great, it's you again. Come here, you fucking fat ass. Then there's this fucked up looking mummy that shows up one time ever and fucks off right after you beat him. The game isn't exactly what I'd call difficult overall, but let's not kid ourselves. Vexx is a fucking frustrating game. There are a lot of moments in this game that will test your patience, your skill, and your ability to not throw the controller through the fucking screen.
Mario's way fucking cooler than Vexx. I'm gonna die. Yep.
There's really only two things that I would say is truly difficult about this game, and that would be the very final level, and especially the final boss. I have never seen a final boss of a game be so drastically difficult compared to the rest of the game. Dark Yabu is the Dark Souls of boss fights and platformers inspired by Mario 64. I've seen people run this gauntlet with 100 lives and still fail. I beat this shit once as a kid, and I lost my fucking mind because I'd been playing the game for years and had never beaten him.
Yes, I beat it! I beat it! I beat it! Yes! First try!
Vexx is a forgotten gem of a game. It has soul. You can really tell the care that went into this game when it was being created. This game holds a special place in my heart as one of the first video games I ever played. If you're a fan of platformers with a tad of edging and gaming masochism, then give Vexx a whirl. 10 out of 10. And that's all for today. I know it wasn't World of Warcraft content, but I kind of want to expand what I do on the platform. If you like this video and want more things outside of World of Warcraft content, please comment, like, and subscribe so that I know. Have a good one.